Hello everyone. Today we are here with Mr. Morita, Head of New Business, Medical Division, and Mr. Gaurav Agarwal, Managing Director, Involution Healthcare. Hello sir, how are you?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much again.
So coming to my first question, how does the strategic collaboration between Fujifilm and Involution Healthcare align with your respective long-term visions, particularly in addressing the growing burden of cardiovascular diseases?
Yeah, Fujifilm start X-ray film, and then after that we expanded more endoscopy, ultrasound, and CT and MRI. Actually, cardiac care area was missing piece, and then also now it's a cardiac heart attack is number one cause of disease in the world. This area we have to tackle, and then in the Middle East and Africa is especially missing this kind of cardiac care. So we wanted to go in this field, and then we found the best partner, the Mr. Gaurav and the Involution team. So now we decided to tie up together.
Mr. Gaurav, would you like to add something to this?
Yes, so our mission is to democratize cardiovascular care. Cardiovascular care, as Murta-san mentioned, is the number one cause of death globally. Nearly 20 million lives are lost every year in the world due to cardiovascular disease. And I think Fujifilm is just such a respected brand and such a strong force in the X-ray imaging industry. We are very, very fortunate to have partnered with Fujifilm to democratize cardiac care worldwide and protect hearts, heal hearts, one heart at a time.
Right. What were the key drivers behind selecting each other as partner for this initiative? And how do Fujifilm strengths in imaging and healthcare IT complement innovations, cath lab, and interventional cardiology technologies?
Japanese company alone, Japan to go everywhere in the world is not easy anymore. So always collaboration is important. And then my mind always said like India Japan collaboration is a very strong type. Japan has a good quality. India has very good dynamism. So Japan and India collaboration to go everywhere in the world. This is one of the concept. For example, I did a neural health screening center with an Indian company, and now we are going global together. And then this is very successful. So I feel like Indian company, Japanese company, so this is my like a major one of the important things. And also it's a highly recommended from in the world. It's a Evolution name was very well known name. So that's why I approached him.
And I think in India, when you're my age, you've grown up seeing so many Japanese brands. I mean, all Indians have seen calculator from Casio growing up. Your first music system was a Sony Walkman. You've seen bikes from Yamaha and Kawasaki and Honda. And then when you grow to a car, your first car typically is a Suzuki. Your air conditioner is a Hitachi. And I think Japan has touched Indian lives in so many ways, and that it was only natural.
Market.
Yeah, it was only natural for us to forge this partnership. We're, as I said, we are very fortunate to have found Morita-san and Fujifilm.
Right. So could you explain how the combined portfolio, including cath labs, OCT imaging, drug eluting stents, and Fujifilm's diagnostic ecosystem creates a more integrated and outcome-driven solution for cardiologists and patients?
We are aiming to become one of the most diversified solution provider in cardiac vascular intervention and imaging. So today we are already unique in the sense that we are the only company that has both cardiac imaging and interventional cardiology implantables. We plan to expand our portfolio to become the most diversified solution provider. We are launching products in the intravascular imaging space. We are launching products in the structural heart space. We are launching products in the radiation protection space. We are launching products in the C-arm space, a 3D C-arm. We are also launching products in the calcium management, intravascular calcium management space. So there are about 9 business divisions that we are launching. And I think given the strong equity, brand equity that Fujifilm enjoys and global reach, I'm sure these solutions will touch more and more lives in the years to come.
I think that's a big portfolio.
Sure. Additionally, the Fujifilm is more in the diagnostic area. So, for example, medical IT here is a very well-known name. The PAX is number one market share in the world. And then cardiovascular PAX also is a very well-known name. But PAX or ultrasound or MRI or CT or all a diagnostic space. But diagnostic itself is not enough.
Right.
So once we found something in the earlier stage, we have to do the treatment. But the treatment area we couldn't go before. So it's a very good collaboration with Involution and the Fujifilm to go diagnostic and treatment all in one package, right? To create more like centered and democratize this kind of care. Yes.
So, considering the diverse healthcare environment in Middle East, what strategies are you using to ensure broader access and adoption of interventional cardiology solutions by both high-end tertiary centers and resource-limited hospitals?
So I think we have pivoted from being a, a value proposition cath lab to being one of the most advanced cath labs with very advanced prognostic and diagnostic solutions. We have a lot of AI driven solutions that are first in the world.
Right.
We are the most industrial industrial award winning cath lab in the world. We are also the number one selling cath lab in India. And we are very confident that our cath lab solution, we have about 7 cath lab models for value hospitals where you only do largely angioplasties or basic cardiac work to very advanced cardiac work like TAVI or structural heart interventions, pediatric interventions. Today, I can proudly tell you that our cath labs can serve any interventional procedure, whether in the cardiovascular space, neurovascular space, or peripheral vascular space.
So, what kind of clinical evidence, real world data, or validation studies are being planned or already underway to demonstrate improved outcomes with these new interventional cardiology solutions?
Well, on the cath lab side, there aren't randomized clinical trials, but there's a white paper that we have published in collaboration with one of the leading chains of hospital chains in India that shows that we have 18 to 38% lower scatter radiation compared to most leading brands in the market, which means that it's a safer machine for cardiologists to use.
Right.
For honor stents, we've initiated a multi-centric 1,000-patient real-world clinical study, which is a pivotal study for a C mark, and the 6 months results are out. And in the next conference in PCR, Euro PCR in Paris, we are announcing the results.
So, are you planning to initiate some kind of training program for physicians and for the hospitals?
That is Morita-san's pet project.
Yeah. So actually, for example, to go Africa, it's we have to create more user, more doctors,
Right.
because in Africa it's a very less number of cath lab. Why? Because of course machine is not existing, because doctor is not much existing, and emergency care also not much well established. So that's why everything is a mix combined and chicken and egg story and very less number of machine. So firstly, we can bring this machine and the stand and the balloon is a very reasonable price. So everybody attracted. But and then on the same time, we will create a user. So we already made a tie-up very well-known name of the cardiac center in India. So we will bring a lot of doctors, and then we will create interventional cardiologists, and then we will all package to go in the African countries, and we will make more centers. So this is our story behind.
Right. How do you plan to scale these interventional cardiology solutions sustainability across the Middle East region, balancing infrastructural readiness, regulatory diversity, and local healthcare priorities?
In the Middle East, actually, Fujifilm is already a well-known name in this area. Around 80 to 90% of hospitals using already Fujifilm equipment. From Fujifilm ultrasound, endoscopy, and then CT, MRI standpoint, we have already well connected in this area, and a very good machine and stand and balloon in here together now. So we can just introduce our system, and then we already start the demonstration, and very well accepted. And then many doctors, even as it's surprising, it's many new features. So I'm very much confident to be accepted in this product in the Middle East and Africa as well.
Right. Mr. Gaurav, your product portfolio includes advanced imaging and interventional tools. What recent innovations are you most excited about, and how might they shape future cardiology treatments?
We're very excited about the prospect of launching our latest rotational angiography machine with 3D reconstruction. While it's not a breakthrough technology, but I believe that we can truly democratize treatment of neurovascular disease and provide a very, very cost competitive solution in that market. These are machines that are available at $1 million plus, and we'll make sure that we make it available at a price that makes it possible for most hospitals to afford it.
Right.
We're also investing heavily in developing the most comprehensive portfolio of structural heart treatment solutions for tricuspid, mitral, as well as aortic valve. So we are building technologies that can save and heal more hearts one at a time.
Great. So coming to my last question, now what future collaborative opportunities do you foresee between Fujifilm and Involution, and how might this shape future cardiac care in Middle East?
Our partnership with Fujifilm is already very strong. We've started with the Middle East and Africa region. Uh, we've sold 7 systems in the last 2 months. The the response has been tremendous. The team and the channel of Fujifilm is very excited.
Right.
In the future, it can expand to more regions. In the future, we could be working together on more opportunities in the X-ray imaging area. But this is honestly a question I'd like to ask Morita-san. How does he see future unfolding with us?
And one more thing is, again, as I said, it's a Japanese company as Japan only. It doesn't work. So now, how much we can collaborate with Indian company? For example, this kind of machine now we are making in Japan everything, but we can bring to the Involution and we can create new product with a reasonable product, reasonable machine with good quality to go more in the advanced developing country. This is also it's very requirement. So I'm not thinking only cardiovascular or angiography only, but also diversified all kind of business portfolio. I want to work with Involution team.
And apart from Middle East, are you planning to collaborate within the Indian market as well?
We are already working on a few government procurement opportunities where we are quoting together. Fujifilm has a very comprehensive range of interventional radiology solutions, and we have cardiology solutions. So we are working together in India as well.
Right. I think that is all. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bharat. Thank you.